You can stay in.
Say it. Hi, Miss Bertha.
Hi, Miss Bertha.
It's Miss Conley.
Yeah, just gotta wait out here right now.
She ain't
Yeah,
waiting.
Miss Bertha's right there.
Isn't that Miss Bertha at the bottom?
No, she's at the top.
Oh.
I can't hear her. She probably can't, you can't hear her.
Ella.
But that's because everybody's doing this.
They should still send letters from the schools.
Hey, Juan. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Hola.
Hi, Miss Navas. I've missed you.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you.
Of course.
Are you back too with Esther?
No. So I think that they started, yeah, maybe on Tuesday, but no, I'm following just the regular DPS. So my plan is October 19th.
Okay.
And are you there every day or no?
Yeah. Yeah, we're there. Uh-huh.
Wow. Well, thanks, ladies. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Of course.
Miss Deborah, how many times did you log in? Twice?
Well, I want to walk the dog, but I don't know how to do Zoom on my phone.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. I just thought I'd pop in. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Roxana. Hi, Berta. Hi, Mar. I don't know who else is there. Anyway,
Miss
hi.
Freeman.
Hi, Roxana. I've been back and forth with you. And
Yeah. It's been
yeah.
nice. Good to see you.
But you guys have been going to the school every day?
Yes. Yeah, we're there. Hi, Mr.
Wow.
Sister. Yeah, we've been there.
Wow. No remote,
Hi,
remote
everybody.
learning for you.
It's good to see you all.
I
Hi, Mr.
look like
Contreras. Long
I
time
hope
no
you all had a
see.
good day. Hello, Miss Bañuelos. How are you? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. You're welcome.
We're going to start in a second. Thanks for joining us. Good evening.
Good evening.
So Ms. Benuelos, how's Alexandra doing? Did she start school?
She's doing good. No, she got accepted into University of Mesa, but she didn't want to do remote, so she's not gonna go until the spring now.
Okay. How are classes going, Juan?
Pretty good.
So Mr. Mills is on here. How are you, Mr. Mills?
Hello, it's the Mills family. Maxwell's here. Mrs. Mills is here as well. Hello, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank you.
Let's start in about a minute. So thanks to all of you. We'll start our presentation in about a minute. Just want to make sure that we got more parents coming in.
Is that your daughter on there, Mr. Contreras?
Right.
Usually won't.
Can we see the baby? That's all I want to do is see
I
the
don't
baby.
know if she wants to. I don't know what the condition
A
is.
ver, Ana, let us see your baby, mija.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
Ay, mira qué preciosa.
It's my granddaughter, guys.
Ay, felicidades, mija.
Gracias.
Oh,
Mariana. Mariana.
uy, uy.
Falling asleep.
What's her name?
Mariana?
My name's Marina, and sometimes people call me
There you
Mariana, so. Oh, sweet.
As I told her that mothers who name their daughters Mariana are the coolest in the world.
Oh,
Well,
congratulations.
so now that you met my granddaughter, I guess we can get started now. So thanks to all of you for joining. I'm really, really excited about this presentation because we have a lot of things that I want to share with our community and our parents. And I want to just let you know that we are recording this event so that we can post it on robocall and just share it with all our parents, because I know that some parents can't join. For any reason, they may have to work, they may have a lot of things going on. So we understand that not every parent can join us all the time. This is our second universal presentation. We had a previous forum, parent forum, a couple of weeks ago. So now what we're doing is we basically want to do a back to school meeting and give our parents all the information that we can within an hour limit. And at the end of the presentation, if we have any time left, we would like to answer questions. You feel free to ask questions on the chat box. And basically, if you put your question in the chat box, we know who to direct the answer to. Basically, it has your name, so we can get back with you if for any reason we're not able to answer the question during this session. And so again, thanks for joining us, and thanks for our staff who's joining us as well. I'm excited to see you guys with us. And I just want to recognize the fact that you guys work day and night, and I really salute you for coming to be part of this session. And so basically what we have done is we have created a presentation based on what we believe is important for our parents to know about this school year, especially during the remote learning session, the remote learning phase. As you know, we're going to, and the district is planning on working on making all the schools go from the virtual learning into an in-person model. So we are working on that currently. We don't have much information to share with you other than the plan is to have that transition made final by October, mid-October. And so right now we're working on the details and we are definitely going to present that information to you. For now, what we want to do is just let you know what we are seeing and what we would like to share with you so that we can become better partners to make sure that our kids are getting the best possible experience in school. And that's what we want. Equity for our kids in Montbello. We want them to have the best possible education so that they can compete with any kid from any school in the nation or the world. We are an international school and we're very proud of that. And that's one of our hallmarks. So we want to make sure that our kids are ready for the world. Whether they are in a world full of challenges with COVID-19 or not, I want our kids to make sure that they get the best possible education in a competitive world. And so we're looking for equity and we're also looking for excellence. And we want to make sure that our school provides the best possible education for our kids. And so moving on with our presentation, I want to first of all, just, remind all of us that our theme for this year is equity and excellence. We are the Dragons because we are DCIS, but we're also the Warriors because we have a great tradition here in Montbello. And the Warrior High School that this building used to be is still alive and well. And we have a lot of alumni in our community and we have a lot of nostalgia, right? Because we know that this was the Warriors. And so we are still living that name in our building. As you come in our building this year during in-person learning, you will see both the Dragons and the Warriors. And we want to make sure that we are providing that equity and excellence. So in the next slide, what you will see is basically our agenda for tonight. I know it looks like a lot, but I'm going to fly through it. And it's information that you are going to have because we're going to send this information on a robocall with a link to all our parents from 6 to 12 tomorrow morning. It's going to be in English and in Spanish. The presentation right now is the English one. The one from 7 to 8 p.m. tonight is in Spanish. So if you know anyone that would like to have this presentation in Spanish, text them right now and let them know that we have a link in our website. We have a link in Facebook, and we sent a robocall to all our parents just to remind them that we have these presentations tonight. So basically, we want to introduce our admin, talk about the main office, staff, the guidance counselors, and as you can see in the agenda, if you could go back one slide, I just would like to talk a little bit briefly about what we are going to cover tonight. And basically, we want to talk about the counselors, social workers, and also just introduce the names of our parent representatives who are part of our school advisory board and help us tremendously with doing research, making presentations to teachers, making decisions. We are having our next school advisory board meeting this Monday. And we also are planning on doing an open forum for all our parents, English and Spanish, at the same time at 6:30 next Wednesday. I'm going to give you some more details about this meeting next Wednesday on this presentation. We're talking about our guiding principles, our inclusion of cultural responsiveness as a project this year, and the Black Excellence Resolution that is being enacted by the district. We're also talking about how to access information by our parents. And that's important, especially right now that we cannot see each other face to face. I want to make sure that you have access to all this information. Communication is important. Daily schedule, what does that look like right now? Virtual classes, the importance of that and details on it. The free reduced lunch forms, we want to talk a little bit about the importance of those forms and how you can help our school get funding. Grading, details, interventions with the MTSS program. Other school programs that I want to talk about, school library resources, and that's repeated. I don't know why I included that twice, free reduced lunch form. We want to also talk about clubs and technology. And so let's move on to the next presentation and next slide and start the presentation so I can give you details. First of all, I just want to proudly present our administrative team. And in our administrative team, I want you to know that these are administrators who are highly qualified and they really care about our children. And I want to just basically say that feel free to contact them through our phone numbers, through our emails, English and Spanish, French, any language, because we are going to definitely work with you and give you answers. I know you may be full of questions, and I want to make sure that we address all the questions that we have. So feel free to contact us 24 hours a day. Call us, leave us a message, email us. And I also want to just make sure that you understand that that's what we're here for, to serve our community, to serve our kids and our parents, especially during these very hard moments. In the next slide, I would like to basically just point out that we have 3 wonderful ladies who are working with us as parent engagement committees. They are basically our parent engagement committee, and they are here to work with the community. So if you have any questions in regards to anything, whether you don't know how to contact a teacher, or you want information on our clinic or anything, social emotional help, translations, anything you can think of. If you don't have an answer and you want the answer, call Ms. Roxana Navas, call Ms. Shantae Timmons, and call Ms. Berta Fajardo. They are our parent engagement committee. They are excellent. They will answer questions for you. They will answer the phone for you in the main office, and they are ready to work with you. And so I just want to let you know that they are a great resource. And I want you to know that if you, for any reason, don't have an answer and you would like it, go through them and they will direct you as to how to find the answer. So I am very glad to have them as our parent engagement committee. They are part of this community and they are very, very involved with our kids and our families. Ms. Kim McKenna and Ms. Vanessa Segura are our counselors. And I want you to know also that Ms. McKenna is our high school counselor and she is in charge of the concurrent enrollment program. And so basically, if you are interested in giving your child an opportunity to take college level courses and even get college credit for free while on campus, while still in high school, call Ms. McKenna, email Ms. McKenna, and look into that information. Also, when you get this presentation, you will be able to open the link on concurrent enrollment to understand a little bit more about how that works. And also Ms. Vanessa Segura, who is our middle school counselor. So please feel free to call her if you have any questions or if you have any concerns, make sure to call her. She is bilingual as well. And let's not forget Officer Bernard Henry, who is our SRO and has been in our building, and he knows our community so well. Our kids love him and they work very well with him. Next slide. Thank you. So basically, I also want you to know that we have more personnel who are also working to engage our families, and they are here to serve us. Mr. Jacob Gittler is our educational advisor, and he works with our high school students. And I want you to know that you can contact him if you have any questions in regards to curriculum or placement in the classrooms or any social emotional needs that you may have. So basically, he's available for you. Mr. Michael Gerber is our social worker in high school. Ms. Perla Murillo, our social worker with our middle school kids. She's also bilingual. And please feel free and don't hesitate to call her if you have any questions or any need for services of any kind. And also, Ms. Aline Hernandez, she is our office manager, and she handles the funding, the finance, and if you have any questions in regards to monies or anything, she is the person to go to, so please don't hesitate to call her. In our next slide, I also would like to recognize our parent representation. These are our parents who have been working with us last year and the last 2 years, basically with making decisions, with giving us suggestions, concerns, and they are also planning to work with our community in depth. They want to involve more parents, and they are inviting you also to be more involved and work with them, because we have great parent participation right now, but numbers don't matter. Numbers are important. Let me put it to you this way. We have meetings with parents last year with 70 parents coming to the library. We have dinners together. We go over important topics. We would like to have all 900 parents. That would be a great dilemma to work with. If we can have all our parents involved, that would be even fantastic. So these are some of our parents who are involved with our school. They are leaders. So please feel free to contact them if you have any questions. They have they're being invited to come to our first school advisory meeting this Monday. Wednesday of next week, we're going to do that open forum, and I would like for them to also have a word and talk to you about how to get involved with our school. I also want to briefly talk about our guiding principles this school year. I want you to know and be aware of the following 4 facts. That in these difficult times with COVID-19, we as a staff, as a faculty, our teachers, right, our staff members, our counselors, everybody, our administrators, we are working together to make sure that we provide equality of opportunity. We don't want our children to miss out on anything. Our children are talented. They are ambitious. They are hardworking, and they are so smart. And they have the great skills that you are giving them at home. And we see that every day. They are very respectful, and they are yearning to learn more and become prepared to have a professional career in life. And we want to give them that. They deserve that. We owe it to them. They're our future. And so we want you to know that our school is going to do whatever it takes to make sure that our kids have equality of opportunity when it comes to getting concurrent enrollment courses, taking AP classes, being part of the GT program, making sure that they have opportunities to apply for scholarships, having the guidance so that they know how to get a scholarship, and making sure that they are reminded every day that we are here to support them, that they need to come to class every day and be successful. And so we need also your partnership in order to make sure that your kids have every tool possible to be successful. Equity. We want our children to have all the tools that they need if they, for any reason, have any challenges, any obstacles. Right now, the biggest one that I am seeing is COVID-19. It's forcing us not to be able to have our kids in class. And so that's a challenge that we're facing. And we know that some of our kids are having difficulties with the internet. And those are equity issues. And so we are working hard to make sure that we are providing that service to our children and that these obstacles can be overcome by working together with our parents. So what I'm asking you, all of you parents, is contact us, call us, be an advocate for your child. Let us know what's going on so that we can put our heads together and find the solutions to the problems. I want us to work together. And I'm inviting you and I'm challenging you to come with us and work together as a team for your children. Collaboration. Basically, I just said that, right? We want us to work together. Come to the forum on Wednesday of next week. Ask us questions. Let us know how we can help you, and also your concerns, because we want to see how we can collaborate together with your children. If you want to talk to a teacher and you don't know how to do that, call Ms. Navas, call Ms. Timmons, call Ms. Berta Fajardo, and ask them how to connect with the teacher. We are here to help you. And the last thing is responsiveness. I want you to know this. We are going to recognize your children for who they are and celebrate them. Recognize their background, recognize our diversity in cultures. We have a rich Latino culture in Montbello, a rich African-American culture, a rich African culture, Asian, European, South American. So we have a great variety and diversity, and that is an asset because our children have a richness of knowledge that they are bringing into the classroom. Our teachers are talking about that right now. They are having sessions discussing how can we take advantage of the fact that our children have so much rich knowledge, and how can we put that in our curriculum. So again, these are the 4 guiding principles, and I want you to be aware of it because it's important for all of us. In the next slide, what I want to talk about is that cultural responsiveness. What does that look like? In our school, our teachers are meeting in professional development sessions to discuss this. How can we be more responsive to the needs of our children and recognize the differences in culture, the differences in needs, and how can we introduce that in the curriculum to make class more fun, to get our kids to talk about their experiences, to make it a 2-way highway, not just 1 way. Our kids are so smart and we want them to be part of that learning experience. We are implementing anti-racist practices. We are basically saying our children count, they matter, and they need to be the protagonists in learning, not just the listeners. We want them to be engaged in their sessions while they are learning on computer. We want them talking. We want them giving their opinion because we value their voice. And that is so important. And that's what we are basically working on together as a team in making sure our kids have a voice and that they're having fun while they're doing it and that they're thinking and reflecting. What can I do to improve and be prepared for the challenges in the future? Social emotional learning. We know there are a lot of challenges out there in the community, and we want to make sure that, first of all, our teachers, that our kids know that our teachers care. We want to establish those relationships. And not only with our kids, we want to establish a relationship with you, with the parents. And look, we are doing home visits, virtual home visits. So please invite us. Please let us in by having a conversation, a chat with you virtually, and just get to know each other, because that is so big for your kids to know that parents and teachers are working together to make sure that their kids are successful. Let us in. And I promise you, it will definitely make your educational experience for your children even richer by knowing that we are partners and we are working together. Call us and we'll call you as well. Let's set up those meetings. And I'm looking forward to being with you virtually and visiting you and getting to know you better. Also, we want to make sure that we establish our language development skills in every classroom, not just English, math, social studies, science, electives, because we want to make sure our children get the best experience in the classroom and are getting those skills that they need to be successful in those standardized tests and be prepared for college, be prepared for their future jobs. The Black Excellence Resolution is an enactment made by DPS. We are honoring it at DCIS, and we want you to know that we are going to work hard for your children. We want our Black children to be successful and go to college and have all the opportunities any other child has. This is a school-wide project, and we are inviting you to be part of that experience because we value our children, and we want our Black children to have every opportunity or even more than any other child because they deserve it. And we want to make sure that we're doing that. Also, we want to value the voices of our children in the curriculum. So please be aware of that and let us know how we can make it even more exciting for your children, how to get them engaged, and how to make sure that they are learning at the level that they need to be learning. In the next slide, I want to talk briefly about accessing that information that you need. Parents, you need to know as much information as you can so you can guide your children at home and so that you know what questions to ask us, what concerns you have. And the more you know, the more power you get. Knowledge is power for parents. And so what I'm also inviting you to do is, I know that you know how to get to Parent Portal. Parent Portal is essential because as you registered your child this year, you did it through Parent Portal, and I know that you have access. What I'm asking you to do is, now that you have access, check it weekly, every Thursday. Look at the grades, look at the attendance, and also look at the comments your teachers are making to make sure that you are aware of what's going on with your child so that your child doesn't fall behind or that your child can take opportunities for advancement. So please check that portal. And if you see anything that concerns you or if you have any questions or lack of clarity, give us a call. Again, call me, email me, call Ms. Navas, call Ms. Fajardo, call Ms. Timmons. And here in this portal, you can check attendance, schedules, and assignments. In the next slide, I also want to show you this. This is important, that there is a program called Schoology. This is where your children access all their homework, all their assignments, and that's how they get engaged in conversations with your teachers. So it is important that you also know how to get into Parent Portal because, I'm sorry, in Schoology, because now you can also look at your child's homework and assignments, and you can work with your child and work together on this. This is very, very important for you to know, and just be aware of it so that you can ask questions if for any reason you have any concerns. And so we're gonna send you this PowerPoint so you can go into this slide and access the Schoology account and make sure that you know how to do it. And if for any reason you're stuck, go back to Ms. Navas, go back to Ms. Fajardo, go back to Ms. Timmons, come back to me. I will give you the necessary information. We are available for you. On the next slide, very important, communication. Parents, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, if you need information, please email us. Also, students should be logging in their Gmail accounts. Every student has a Gmail account through DPS. So I'm asking the students to check their emails daily, like the night before going to sleep, check that email to see if there are any updates from his or her teachers. Parents, you can also check your email account. I need you to do me a favor. If for any reason your email account is not updated on IC, call one of our secretaries and update it, because that is one of the main ways we send you information. We are sending you information through the phone. Update your phone if it's not been updated. Update your email and give us authorization to send you those robocalls, links, and emails so that you got all the information you need. As we live this experience, communication is key. And I want to make sure that we are communicating effectively because your children need that information. We need that collaboration. In the next slide, very important. I'm excited to tell you this. We have an app. It's called the Flyer Connect, and it's free. And all you have to do is go in your cell phone, go to the Flyer Connect on the search, Google Play or the App Store, install Flyer Connect, it's free, and download the app. Because now you can receive messages in any language. I think it allows us to translate to 32 languages. And it's a great way for your teacher to communicate immediately with you, or myself with you, or you with me. And so it's a very interactive app, and I would love for you to install it. I am asking you to take the time to install Flyer Connect so that we can start communicating even closer. And then you can even bypass that email. You can bypass the robocall, because then you know that if you get any messages on that Flyer Connect, it's coming from DCIS. And that's a great way to make a connection. On the next slide, these are our media sources. So please save this slide when you get it tomorrow morning and check our school website, which has been updated and renovated. And we want to also invite you to join and like Facebook, because we are sending a lot of messages. And lately I've been very, very happy and excited about the fact that we are getting a lot of our parents and our kids and community members liking our page. They're getting daily information on this very, changing environment that we're in. So communication is key. Instagram as well as YouTube. Again, don't worry about taking notes. Don't take pictures. We're sending you this tomorrow. Please make sure that your cell phone number is updated on our IC records, and that your email account is the latest one so that we can reach us. And this is just information, how you can reach me. Email me and I will get back with you ASAP. So please call me directly, email me directly. I love chatting with parents. Let me know how I can help you. All right, daily schedule. So our daily schedule, I'm very excited to tell you a couple of things about it. Number one of the things that we decided to do during our virtual learning is that a lot of schools are doing 3-hour periods. I mean, one class, imagine this, sitting behind a computer for one class for 3 hours. Think about it. It's hard. It's very difficult. And so on the next slide, what you're going to see is that we have a schedule that is been designed to give our children breathers so that they can spend 50 minutes rather than 3 hours in front of a computer learning with their teacher live. And so what's important, however, and I want to stress this out, is that your children attend class every day, every period, because we are taking attendance. So if we can move to the next slide, it is crucial that your children are present within the first minute of class so that they don't lose anything. They don't lose any information. The other important item to know is that this schedule is designed to give your children breathers, and that they in the morning have a live session with their teachers, and in the afternoon they can work on independent activities and ask questions as needed with their teachers. And so yes, it's a different schedule from last year, and the reason we had to do this is because of the virtual learning, and we are going to transition into in-person, and we want to make sure that we are trying to be consistent and maintain that same schedule so that we can have cohorts of kids in small groups when they go in person. And we'll give you more information about this. And I know that I'm going fast. So remember, we'll have a forum on Wednesday and we can answer your questions. This is going to be sent to you again tomorrow morning. Let's take a look at the next slide. Again, it's just a continuation of the schedule. And so as you have this information, you will know what class your child should be in and at what time. And we are taking attendance, so you will get robocalls as well if for any reason your child has not been marked present in class. And so feel free to call if you have any questions if that happens. Remember, attendance is important because the state requires us to take attendance now. And so student participation is essential. They must be present in every class during the day. It's a regular schedule. All our students must be in class for the entire time. So in other words, they can't just come in for 10 minutes and then leave, because that misses the point. We want our kids to be able to engage, ask questions, work problems, and be able to learn and show progress. Also, I just want to point out that we highly recommend, please ask your children to engage visually while they're in class. Turn their cameras on so that we can exchange ideas and look at each other, because that's a great skill to learn in the 21st century. We are moving away from in-person to virtual. Even universities are doing that now. And so this is a great opportunity for your children to learn skills that they will need in their professional careers. And so this is a great way to learn that. And we're working on that as well. So please encourage your children to have their cameras on and engage with the teachers. Also, I just want to point out that your children can also engage by writing notes on chat, just like you're asking questions, and also use pair deck activities, which is a lot of fun. And we're using that in our own PDs as teachers, and I'm having fun doing those activities with our peers because it's very engaging. And our teachers are really good at it. And the last thing I want to mention here on this slide is that, again, please encourage and remind your children to be present in class. If they show up in class within the first 20 minutes, it's a tardy. We don't want them to miss a minute of class. And then secondly, if they are reporting to class after 20 minutes, they will be marked absent. And so please be aware of that. And please also be aware that if for any reason you had to pull out your child from class, or if they had a medical appointment, or if they had some kind of situation, you can call our office and let us know so that we can change that into an excused or unexcused absence, but we need to know. So please feel free to call us if you have any questions or concerns about attendance. Very important. All right, so asynchronous learning is basically the afternoon periods. This means that your children work independently, doing their assignments, doing projects, and doing work that the teacher has assigned. It is vital that you remind your children that this has to be done in class every day. It's not a 1 week a deal thing, it's every day, because we know that if your children are working every day, they're going to retain that information. They're going to learn that skill with more depth. And so please remind your children, hey, you need to be in that class in the afternoon and work independently. Please make sure you ask questions if you don't understand. Your teacher is available. And also, communicating with teachers through Schoology or emails is essential. So please, let us know if you have any questions. All right, next slide. And I'm gonna have to fly through because I'm looking at the time. And so One of the things that I want to remind you that you have available is that you can call the attendance line and talk with Ms. Cedillos. Ms. Cedillos, who is bilingual, is going to basically take the information that you give her to make the changes necessary for absences or late arrivals to class. Again, if for any reason you need to communicate and let us know, please do. We do not know until you let us know. And then also, we know this. We know Chromebooks get broken. We know there are coffee spills or Kool-Aid spills on those Chromebooks. Please make sure that your children take care of those Chromebooks, and that if for any reason they need it replaced or they need technical work, to call this number for Mr. Johnny so that he can help you with whatever need you may have. Every child in our school is entitled to a Chromebook and a charger. Please take care of it because that is the main way of communication. Next slide. So this is Ms. Cedillos, and please call Ms. Cedillos at 720-423-5901 for attendance issues, but also be aware that you can email her and she will take care of it and she will reply. She's doing a tremendous job, a great job taking attendance and also letting teachers know to call students as well if for any reason they're absent or if for any reason they are in need of just a telephone conversation to find out what's going on. It could be an internet problem. It could be anything. So let us know, please. Communicate with Ms. Cedillos or your teacher. Next slide, basically what we want to remind you again is that there is a student portal as well for your child to check their schedule. And there is that parent portal again for you to check the schedule. So let's communicate. Let's make sure that you have all this information. Please, did I say this? Check it weekly, please, because I want us to work together and make sure that your child, if your child has any concerns in any class or any questions with regards to attendance, give us a call. Again, we are dying to help you and we want to make sure that we establish that communication. Grading. Let's talk a little bit about grading. Grading may vary from class to class based on the syllabus that the teacher has sent to you. So basically what I just want to say to you is that all work counts. Your child's work in class and outside of class, whether they do it in groups, whether they do it independently, counts as credit. Encourage your child to get as much work done. If your child gets stuck, they are entitled to ask for help. And if you need more than just a conversation with the teacher and you need interventions, you can ask for it. You have a right as a parent to ask for support. We have an MTSS committee that works doing just that. And so I'll talk a little bit about that in the next few slides, but I just want you to know that you have access to the syllabus. Each teacher publishes on Schoology. You can check it and see what that class is about. How is the grading in that class? And what are the responsibilities that your child has to do in that class in order to pass the class successfully? So I invite you to check those syllabi and also call us if you have any questions or if you need clarifications. Again, I just wanted to briefly talk about the MTSS, which is multi-tier system of supports. If for any reason your child needs any interventions with academics, grades, behavior, attendance, if they're having issues with COVID-19 or technology, whatever it is, I encourage you to call us and inquire into MTSS. Because again, this is a service. This is a great way to monitor your child's progress. And we want you to be part of that progress. We want you to be part of that monitoring. The best thing you can do as right now with all this going on with COVID-19 and the internet learning is check that parent portal. So that way you can ask questions and you know exactly what's going on in each class. I want you to know that you have a right as a parent to ask questions and inquire. We want you to be part of that. We want you to monitor your child's progress and ask questions because that is what collaborating is. That is partnership. And you are entitled to answers. All right, let's talk about other school programs. So we have, and we are very honored to have one of the best librarians in DPS, Miss Julia Torres, and she is multilingual. So she's an ideal librarian. She speaks many languages, and she is passionate about finding ways to make reading exciting for your kids. Making reading a passionate habit is the best thing you can do for your child so that they can develop language skills to the highest degree and then be able to go to college or find any job they want anywhere in the world. Reading is the gateway to success. And I will ask you to please call Ms. Torres or ask questions because she is going to do a fantastic job. She has in mind visiting classrooms, working with students, and getting them excited about book fairs and giving them a gateway to success through reading. So if you want more information, email Ms. Julia Torres at juliatorres@dpsk12.org. We're sharing this information with you. All right, next slide. There is a form that is called the free reduced lunch form that our parents traditionally complete when they come and register their children at school. Unfortunately, right now we have less than 100 forms filled out, and we are asking for your help. We need your help here. And this is one great way to help your school during these difficult times. Funding is going to be a challenge for public education in the next year or two due to COVID-19 and due to the fact that our state is suffering financially. Free reduced lunch forms are not just for your children to eat lunch in the cafeteria. It's way more than that. Actually, we get Title I funding from the federal government for every form filled by you. In other words, we get money for technology for your children. We get money for hiring teachers for your children, for interventions for your children. And so if you don't fill this form, we are losing money for our children. So it's a matter of equity. Let me go back to equity. Our children deserve all the money and the funding we can get. Don't deny them the opportunity to have that money available for them so that we can buy them more computers and get more programs for them so that they can maximize their educational experience. I am inviting you to fill out the form if you haven't had a chance. We're doing a raffle. If you already filled it out, you are included in that raffle. If you haven't, do it tonight. Send it to us so that we can include you on that raffle. It's 4 gift baskets. They are $100 worth. And we want to just show our appreciation for filling them out. And we're going to do that raffle very soon. Again, all you have to do is fill it out. If you already did, your name is on that raffle already. One last thing I wanted to mention about this. If you have challenges or difficulties with the internet and you can't fill it out, call us, we'll help you fill it out. Because I know that internet is a challenge right now. So if you are having any issues with filling it out, or you have any questions, or you are wondering about what data needs to be placed in there, call us, we will help you. Let's have some fun with that. Let's win some gift baskets. Please let everybody know, let all the parents know, share that when you talk to other parents. We want that money, we don't want to throw it away. All right, next slide. How are we doing with time? Boy, I hope I can make it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have clubs for your children because we know that being stuck at home all the time is not good. And we know that at least we can have some virtual clubs for your children. And we want to make sure that they have an opportunity to socialize and have fun with other kids in school. And so we are looking at 20 online clubs, from chess club to traveling club to reading club, cooking club. I mean, you name it. I think we're even talking about a gardening club. So these are ideas that come from your children, and they inspire us, and they inspire our teachers to become sponsors of these clubs. And so I just want to make you aware that this information will be sent to you as well, and encourage your child to run for office, be a leader, and gain some skills as well as part of their experience here at DCIS. School is not just about books. It's not just about math and social studies, and although it's important, but we want them to also develop social skills and be able to relate to others, no matter who they are in the world. All right, good. Let's take a look also about the role of our club advisors. Did you know that our teachers are sponsoring these clubs after school? And did you know that they are having fun with this? And so please, if your child has any idea about forming a new club, I will fund it. I will fund the club. Do they need materials for whatever activity they're doing? We'll provide it. All we need is for your child to be enrolled and be active and have fun with this. This is what this is about, having fun and learning social skills. And the last thing I want to mention about clubs is that we have a wonderful gentleman. His name is Paul Jefferson. Mr. Paul Jefferson is our current interim athletic director. So not only does he do clubs, he also does sports, high school sports. And so I want to invite you, feel free to contact him. And if you want to learn more about clubs, give him a call or give him an email, send him an email, or contact me directly, because I will give you the information that you need if you want more details about that club. Let's talk about technology. This is important. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, students, if you need assistance with technology, because we know, again, Chromebooks are delicate things and they break all the time, or if you need chargers, or if you need something repaired, or maybe it's software, maybe it's a challenge with Schoology, please complete this form and submit it, and Mr. Johnny will get right back with you with the necessary help. So it is important that you fill this out. Again, this is going to be on the robocall tomorrow. Let us know if you need any assistance with technology. Now, the question that may arrive is, what if I don't have internet, right? So that is a challenge in our community with some parents. And so we are working with Comcast, and we're going to send you information about how to obtain internet. And also, let me go back to our wonderful three office staff members, Ms. Navas, Ms. Fajardo, and Ms. Timmons. They have a lot of information. They've been working overtime on this information. And so please give them a call if you have challenges with internet service. Let us help you. Let's see what we can do together. Let us put our heads together and figure it out. Give them a call, please. All right, and so this is the gentleman that I was telling you about, Mr. Johnny. He is our technology expert. He is at the door in the mornings handing out Chromebooks along with Mr. Royal Hurst, and they are doing a great job replacing Chromebooks. So they are available at between 8 and 10 a.m. So if you want to drop in and exchange the broken Chromebook, or you need a new charger, come on in. We will provide you that service. Okay, so things to come. One of the things that I want to let you know is that we are having again that forum again on Wednesday of next week, September 16th at 6:30 p.m. This is a forum for you. Notice I did all the talking tonight. I'm drying out right here talking. Wednesday is your turn. I want you to ask questions. Think about what questions you may have. If you don't want to wait for the questions, email me right now and I'll answer them for you. We're also going to look at the questions in the chat box and get back with you with the answers. But let's have a conversation on Wednesday. Let's have a forum where you will be asking questions, or you can have any concerns addressed, because I want to make sure that we communicate closely. I want you to know that we care about your children's education. We are here day and night. So we want to make sure that you know that we are here for them. And so join us next Wednesday. As you get this robocall tomorrow morning, this link that says Zoom meeting in blue is where you go to go into the meeting. And so what else do we have coming in? We're going to have future meetings in regards to what in-person learning looks like. Again, as I said, we are looking into opening our school back for those of you who are sending your children back to school. And so I want us to give you details about what that is going to look like. I want to talk about the safety features that we are going to create, because I don't want anyone to feel unsafe as they return to the building. And that is our children, our parents, our staff, our faculty. We want to make sure that we're doing the right thing and that we're following the strict health code guidelines set by our city and our state. And so I will be inviting you. So be on the lookout for invitations for future meetings when we get closer to the in-person learning, so that we can give you information and that you also have a chance to ask questions. This is very important. And we know that you are already wondering about that, so we want to answer your questions. I also want to let you know that we're sending you robocalls because right now communication is essential. And I salute you for being here tonight. Wow, it's admirable as parents for you to be present. Also, we'll be sending you videos, and we are going to send you videos through our school media. So we're going to do a media blitz so that nobody misses out. All right. And so the next slide, I think, might be it. Let me take a look. We might have a chance maybe answer some questions. Do we have any more slides? I think that might be it. Dr. Coogan or Ms. Egloff, are we done on that presentation? So maybe we can look at the chat and all right, so I see
in the chat right now, but folks raise their hands or ask questions out loud.
any questions? Now, remember this, you may not have any questions right now, but I know you're going to probably think about some. So if you want to save them for next Wednesday, or if you can't wait, send me an email. You know how to reach me. And so I want you to feel free to reach out us and we'll answer your questions. And I just want to say another thing while we still have time, because we're going to get ready for the Spanish version of this meeting in a few minutes. We want to make sure that we are ready for that. But I want to leave you with this. I know that it is very challenging right now for your children and for some of our families with the situation that we're living with COVID-19, with the hardships that has brought upon all of us. And I just want to let you know that we care. I want to let you know that we want to find ways to help you and that we are really concerned about your children, and I don't want them to miss a heartbeat. I personally am an immigrant, and I came to the United States at the age of 14, and I know how difficult it is for children who come from other countries or whose ancestry is not the majority in this country, and the treatment that we get, and sometimes the unfairness when it comes to equity. I want to change that, or I want to be part of the solution. And I know that you want to what's best for your children, and I respect that. My parents worked hard. They worked overtime to feed us, to have food on the table, and to make sure that we get every opportunity that we deserve. And I know you're doing the same for your children, and I want to see how we can help. We also understand that your children sometimes are being challenged by this new experience. I am challenged, and I know that our teachers are struggling with the challenges that technology has, that COVID-19 has. It has an impact on all of us. But I know this. I know that if we work together, and I know that if we trust each other and we communicate closely, we can find solutions for each and every child. So please, do not hesitate to let us know how we can help you. And please don't hesitate to contact us anytime. So I think we're running out of time.
Mr. Contreras, Contreras, very quickly, there were a couple of questions in the chat. Just very quickly, there was a question about the best way to contact students' teachers. That is individual emails for the teachers. Also, if you log on to Schoology under your parent account, you can send a message from the parent account to your child's teachers. So you can log into their Schoology or you can log into yours, but email is the best way to contact them. And Mr. Luter also answered the other question, which is there was a question about why Parent Portal wasn't showing grades. The district is working on the communication between Schoology, our system, and the Infinite Campus. Right now, however, if you log into Schoology, which was on that slide earlier, you'll be able to see the grades in the Schoology grade book.
Thank you so much. And also, since you mentioned Mr. Luter, I want to thank our teachers again who are here tonight. They are here because it's optional and they want to be here because they care about your children. So I want to thank each and every teacher that is here with us. I really salute you for the caring and dedication that you have for not only our children, but also the community of Montbello. That goes a long way. So thank you again. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to again just thank you for your time. I really admire the fact that you are here and that you are connecting with us. Let's keep it going. Please, let's keep it going, and let's meet again on Wednesday of next week, and let's talk, let's chat. Again, it's your turn to ask questions, to voice concerns, and to let us work with you. So join us, and I hope to see you again next Wednesday at 6:30 in this particular link. Don't worry, we will send you this presentation, and we'll also publish it on Facebook, and we'll share this information with you through the robocall system. Thank you, and have a great night.
And I just want to call out one person here who's a former student of mine. So it's very exciting to see former students of mine back to support their siblings.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going into our Spanish session. Thank you very much.
Do we stay here for the Spanish?
No, it's a different link. So
Adios, pues.
I just need to figure out how to leave.
Where it says leave on the bottom.
There we go. Thank you.